And to whom it may concern, just a little, I guess, disclaimer of my own and just response to the many that I feel like I read every single day and growing rather intolerant to. Anyways, I, Nicholas Rondini, which is my current legal name, born Nicholas Bodanovich Jr., birth name, establish this for the concern, protection, exemption, affirmation, reclamation, assurance, insurance, essentially any personal or business matters pertaining to myself, the names, or any numerically assigned equivalent that has been used as reference for either, with specificity, and the only one that I have used, Social Security number, that has been stolen in the past, and among the many contributing factors for, but not limited to, the reasoning that I do hereby respectfully draft this as per my own God given right, and with the intent to have filed at the county recorder's office as a courtesy, if it be advised, requested, or of interest in any regard for further consideration, I am happy to follow them accordingly. Provide any and all information to the best of my knowledge and to answer any questions or concerns and to the best of my ability and express the nature of the statement to be simply as my own nonspecific waiver of liability that applies only as a response to any of the seemingly endless ones that I am forced to sign for various purposes, both essential and non, that typically are in plain English but constructed in a lengthy legal language format, and presumed authorizations they obtain by less than trustworthy methods, and sometimes not only exempt themselves from liability, but to put them on a signer, but several hypothetical and even likely scenarios that, by inactions, default, or deciding to opt out, they claim to have the rights to, and what I intend to decline, and reserve if and when it may or may not need be referenced, but this will stand as my own, and as a God fearing, tax paying, peaceful, reasonable, and natural born citizen in this country that has a family to support, I promise to be respectful, courteous, and as honorable as my personal integrity and moral conscience permits. And with that very notion, I will exclusively maintain sole discretion and in good faith my inalienable rights to accept, refuse, claim, rescind, inherit, respond, protect, collect, defend, reestablish, and amend any past, present, or future decisions, contracts, obligations, whether unsolicited, coerced, under duress, and or determined to have been found misleading, or have ulterior motive, whether through direct or indirect, independent or conspiring, intentional or coincidental, will any of their terms and conditions have superior discretion, authority, or any claim to my name and or identity, the freedom and all of their ways in which God has equally permitted for each of us to express it in our individual existence, and under the unique circumstances reserve any and all rights to, within a reasonable means, any current, past, present, or future content on or within this account, any accounts that it has been associated with, either by mistake or intentionally added by myself, as per the recommendation of any phones, tablets, software, service provider, and various other means and methods of functionality that was created on or through any of these, are in any way liable for any breaches, malware, or malfunctions that may or may not have happened or be of any concern. My experience with each of these aforementioned examples is limited to average overall computer knowledge. Therefore, I welcome any certified, authorized, approved technician, and only under my own, the developer, manufacturer, company, lawyer, lawyers present, that if any and all of these apply or even ever become necessary, and whoever each of these might be applicable to, I reserve all rights to my data, content, personal accounts, as well as the specific device in which any of it was created at any point, regardless of my having possession of it, being under contract, leasing, owned, or other, will not be relevant, as I have not knowingly nor intentionally used the copyrights, misrepresented their owners, or alluded to claiming them or any licensing that they may have as my own. I defer any malfunction in any way to ignorance, and to each safety or protection feature supposed to prevent and protect the privacy integrity of the software, phone, programming, or app that each, whether in whole or in part, will dispute with the primary manufacturer, whichever device security company it corresponds, and respect to the why, who, when, or where any of these things would be needed, I swear by oath and affirmation that my official statement that as of this text will not tolerate any slanderous, embellished, or undisclosed statement of record that has any claim, judgment, assertion, or otherwise contrary to what I have stated within this text regarding myself, the integrity, and the moral precepts I strive to maintain, and only for the purposes, including but not limited to my uncontested innocence, I have on record starting several years ago, and for which I will maintain exclusive and without limitation my innocence. I want to make it known that I have struggled with a drug addiction. I have no pending legal matters, no probation, no restrictions, no intention to or prior history that will also, by this statement, permit any individual, business, representative, law enforcement, contractor, organization, petition, government, claim, etc., any reasonable cause and or means of obtaining the rights to, authority over, or petitioning to this effect that would require me to any obligation, detainment, contractual agreement, garnishment, etc., that if there be any questions, concern, that wish to address something, I would gladly be more than willing upon the request to oblige, and be of any assistance, but under no means will it be my obligation, or anyone's authority, to demand of me. I thank you for your time and for understanding. I hope that if it is something needing addressed, we can resolve it rationally, mutually, and considerate to one another. Signed, Nicholas Rondini, aka Nicholas Perdonovich Jr. I have it notarized here and on file if anybody needs it.